Hi Earth Angels, my name is Lourdes and welcome to Expansion for Love. Today we are going to look into Divine Feminine Predictive Energies. Welcome to this pick a card. You guys, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And to those of you who have, thank you so much for doing so. Don't forget to hit that notification, the bell that says all, so you don't miss out on any of the videos coming through from Expansion for Love. Also, you guys, please consider leaving us a comment down below. It's so much fun to hear from you. Don't forget that we have an Instagram. And if you want to send us a message, be sure to email us at Expansion for Love. It's down below the link. You'll find the email there and everything else. That Divine Feminine is a state of being. It's like an embodiment, a part of who you are. We all have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine within us, right? The yin and the yang. And so just a reminder that it is not a gender. Remember that tarot and oracle cards are used as divination tools. They're here to help us understand what are predictive energies to come and what is it that we could do to be more understanding of those around us, right? And we could work with the energies that are here present and we could make whatever changes we think we need to. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. We have 6 piles for you to choose from today, so please take your time. There is no hurry. You could always pause the video. I will show you all 6 cards and you can see which one really draws you in or if there is more than one. No worries. Check them out. Pile number 1, welcome to your pick a card. Here is the beautiful Amazonite, if you chose that. This is your pile. And Amazonite is this beautiful representation of wealth and drawing in abundance and health. So consider that as we go into your read here. We're going to start off by shuffling for just an overall theme for your whole read today. Ooh, and we have choices. This is your overall theme for this reading. It has to do with choices, pile number 1. That's really, really beautiful. So we'll keep that off to the side here as we look at what it is, the energy that you're embodying at this moment that is carrying you forward, right, as we go. And we have the Empress. I'm going to let you look at this imagery just in case there's anything that you've been asking Spirit or God or your spirit guides to give you some symbolism for, right? And with this Empress energy right here, I'm so seeing that it is that you're carrying with you all sorts of ideas, all sorts of imaginations that you have that you want to bring forward and birth into this world. It's so beautiful. I'm just looking at the heart center right there and you just see there's a little baby there being born. It's so adorable. And there's just all these hands, right? These hands that are ready to do, ready to act, ready to bring things into being. That's awesome. That is an awesome energy to start off with. And then we're going to look into who you are working with at the moment. And here we have She Who Changes, Iris, transformation, change, and enchantment. And you are working with this energy right now. Look at that. Like I said before, I have to show you the cards because there's probably something in here that you may need to see. There's something that may be activated for you, right? So I constantly want to show you these beautiful cards. And Iris, with that, this transformation is happening that you are going through. This is an energy you're working with right now. And this is somebody that you can connect with, right? Just looking and recognizing those changes that you are bringing into your life at this time. Then I asked for what prayer or wish that you would hold on to for this time when you see this reading. And what came in is joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. That is so precious. I love it so much. Being a beautiful earth angel here to share love and light. Of course, you want to share your joy and your light that's within you. Next, we're going to look into your soul connections, who it is, whether that be in love or that be in relationship with friends or family or coworkers or business partners, whoever it is, whatever soul connections you're working with. I asked Spirit for what that would be. And we have, please have patience. And this is definitely letting me know some of you are working through love situations and love connections. And others of you, this could definitely be your work situations where you are dealing with family or work and you just really need this time to be patient. Spirit's just asking you to rest in what it is in this season and this path that you're on, that you are definitely making changes with. It's excellent to know that the connection that you have with who you have, with this person that is precious to you and means a good deal to you, that it's time to just practice patience. Now we're going to look into the T cards, what it is, what's the T on pile 1. And we start off with bird flying, news on its way. So there is definitely a message coming through to you, or somebody will be sharing information with you soon. Either you'll be hearing about a situation that's happening in your life that's coming up, or you're going to actually have a conversation with somebody. They're going to let you know what new is happening in their life, especially with the soul connection we were talking about. This is going to be related to that. And to further that message, right, we have obstacles to overcome are going to be coming in this connection, right? So we're going to have news coming in and we're going to have some obstacles to work with here. Then along to fill in with that, we have Tortoise. This is going to be a slow moving process, which is exactly why your soul connection's reminding you to have patience. Slowly but surely getting ahead, right? So an energy that you're going to be working with the soul connection is definitely recognizing that it's going to take its time. And let me tell you, I understand that that is not easy. There are times when you're on this path and working through it and you're realizing like, I'm really ready for changes. I'm ready for changes yesterday, right? But no, we need to be in the now. Be in the now. And it's okay. You can cry. I promise you I have. Cry, find those people to be with you, to connect with you, to be so precious with you, and that are there and support you as you go through whatever it is that's going to take a while, right? Whatever soul connection is going to need its healing or it's going to need its work, right? It's all takes patience and time, right? Then we have harp. Great happiness is definitely on its way. So recognize that, know that, hold on to that energy. Hold on to it because you are not going to be left out in the cold. You already know that you have this gift of joy and this precious prayer with you. And with that, the harp is coming in, also being a reminder that joy is coming, happiness is coming. You are not going to be left there in the dark, sweet pile 1. Then we're going to peek into furthering what it is that you're going to be dealing with here. And I have a heavy, heavy energy that came through. I'm seeing we have the 10 of Swords and we also have the 7 of Wands. And so there's some conflict going on with all of this situation. You're definitely dealing with some conflict in the soul connection, and you're dealing with this heavy, heavy feeling of feeling betrayed for some of you. For some of you, it's just that you're carrying so much and it feels like you don't have the support that you need with you, right? But Spirit's reminding you that with these predictive energies that are happening currently, the gift that you have is recognizing that this is going to take some patience on your part and it's coming in slowly and there's joy coming in, and you cannot forget that. Just be patient and bring around you those other connections that you have, those other soul partners that are part of your soul tribe. Connect with them, make sure that you have conversations with with them, whether that be on phone, over Zoom or FaceTime, or however it is that you connect, or if you're able to get in person with them, please do so, because that's going to help you walk through this time that's going to take some time, right? And just going to be able to appreciate all the joy that is around you currently, sweet Earth Angel. And pile 1, you guys have good stuff coming, so don't forget that. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. You take care. Now I'll go on to pile number 2. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the beautiful lapis lazuli, and lapis lazuli is this amazing stone that has this calming effect and that is just all about peace and beauty, right? So lapis lazuli. We'll keep that in mind as we look into your reading today. We're going to start off by looking into the overall theme of your reading, pile number 2. What is it that is your overall theme for this reading? And we have differences. Look how beautiful. We have this beautiful black cat and this beautiful white cat. And we're just reminded here that your overall energy for this whole read has to do with differences. Now, I asked for your overall energy for this reading and what it is that you are just embodying at this time. And we have the Death card. And that is all about death and rebirth. All about transformation, the new things that are coming in, the things you are letting go of, and the things you're accepting and receiving for now. And so we start off with this amazing death, right? And here you can see this skull, you can see just the kind of like cracking of the opening, right? The splitting of, we've got, again, representation of differences. We've got this bird here, we've got the snake here, and we have the air element, right? And the earth element being down to the ground, at ground level. And it's with those energies that you're working with currently. Then we have, I asked Spirit, like, what is it that you, pile number 2, need to know right now about the energy you're working with, the who you're working with, right? And the she who that we have that you are working with right now is she who becomes. Atharina, metamorphosis, transcend, and journey. This is the she who that you are working with, the energy you are working with currently. Again, going back to death, dealing with transformation, right? Dealing with what it is you are letting go and becoming who it is you are becoming right now. Beautiful Earth Angel. I love this pile number 2. This is so exciting. Then I asked Spirit what it is that right now would be a wish and a prayer for you. What is it that would just really be here for you along as you go on this journey? And what we have is good cheer. Good cheer. This is number 25, just in case you needed to know that number. Good cheer with kind heart and humor free. May good cheer rule, so mote it be. That is what you get to carry with you right now and cherish and wish and pray for. It is good cheer. I love that. That is so beautiful. Then I asked Spirit what it is, what soul connection you are working with right now, and what you need to hear right now for this soul connection. And what we got is, I can't take this silence any longer. I have no questions. This has to do with a love soul connection. There is a connection you are dealing with right now. And for some of you, it really can truly be family issues. But for the most of you, this is dealing with a loved one. This is dealing with a true romantic love relationship. You are having to go through some silence. There are so many times we do, right? Like sometimes in life we think we're not going to deal with this at all, right? I'm never going to have to deal with that situation, right? I'm going to be the perfect partner. I'm not going to have any weird quarrels or any time of silence treatment or anything like that going on. But the truth is, you are dealing with it. And I get it. It's not easy and it really sucks sometimes. But it's also good to know that the soul connection is a soul connection. And that's why we know that there's silence happening. It's like Spirit's letting you know, it's okay. I got you. This is a real connection and it hurts. It doesn't feel good, but there's silence at the moment, and there's a reason for it. So let's look into why this is this current situation. I'll just put that there just in case you can see that. And it also makes sense that there's some type of silence, right? When we know that there's some type of difference you're working with right now. You're working with a difference, so it makes sense there's some type of silence happening, right? And what we have from the T cards with your situation, what's the T on your situation pile number 2? We've got Tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So this is on its way. This is something that's to come. It's ahead. And let's see what it has to do with. We've got Pale. Time to get out of a situation. So Spirit's telling me you're working with something that has been fun, it has been enjoyable, but there's a situation you need to start backing away from. There's something you're dealing with right now in your life, and you know exactly what it is. You're dealing with something that you need to back away from. It's been fun. It's been a party. There's been lots of beer and entertainment, right? But it's actually something you need to remove yourself from. And that could be for some of you, perhaps some addictions you're dealing with, perhaps some other relationships and friendships you're dealing with right now that you need to just move away from. For others of you, it can be you are dealing with circumstances where you have some unhealthy family balance situations where you're like really handling and getting into a lot of parties with family, and it's time to kind of like back up from that because your soul connections are asking you, and especially this one, for something that is more of like, let's take time for us, right? I keep seeing you dealing with that situation, dealing with your family, but you need to pull away from that. So that's something that's coming through here. And then we have Lobster, a financial pinch. So perhaps as well, that's something you're working with here in all of this, is that you're spending a little bit of money on other things other than the relationship and the connection that you have said means something to you. And then we have Teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex is coming through. So this is something that you're really going to need to pay attention to, because this could be your soul connection, right? For some of you, for others of you, this is a friendship you've left off to the side. You haven't been keeping connected to it, and you are letting it dry up. It's like the tea isn't there. Like, bring the tea back so you could bring in the conversations again, right? Tea always brings conversations together. So especially in England, but hey, wherever you are, make the tea or make the hot chocolate, right? Or coffee or soda, whatever it is that you drink. Use that to bring yourselves back together. So these energies that you're working with currently really have to do with relationships, right? And friendships and family. And so consider what it is that you need to leave behind. Again, since you're dealing with the death, you're dealing with transformation, you're dealing with who you are becoming. Pay attention to that and make sure to plug into this friend, your same-sex friend that you know that you need to be in touch with. Then I got kind of an extra addition to that, right? What it is that Spirit wants you to know. And so we have the 5 of Wands, and we also have Judgment. And that's fascinating because the 5 of Wands often deals with competition, right? It deals with strife. It deals with conflict. And so that's coming through. I'm still getting this message of some of you are dealing with your family situation, and it's bringing a lot of conflict into your soul connection. So consider what it is that you're doing with family that may be something you need to pull back from, or you may really need to bring family together in a whole nother way. Perhaps in something that's in a family gathering that's just a different type than y'all have been doing lately. So that may be a message for some of you. And then we also have Judgment. And Judgment, again, reminds me of, look at this card, look at this image. We've got death and rebirth, right? We have all these beautiful maidens coming out of their coffins. They're coming out of their coffins, and they're looking to the owl who has wisdom, right? And the truth is that owl is you. That deep wisdom and that deep knowing is within you. I know that one of my missions here, beautiful earth angels, is to let you know about your divinity. Your divinity within you, it's God within you, right? You can't forget that. That is a truth. Like, God loves you and God is with you. And with that wisdom and that knowledge that you have, there's so much you could draw from that. You just need to take the time to go within, right? I know I talk about it all the time, but that meditation, that time you take within yourself to consider what it is you're working through and you connecting deep within to your gut, that is where you're going to find answers to so many situations you're looking for, especially as you're looking for divine feminine predictive energies, right? Looking into the predictions of what's to take place. You can look into that for yourself. I love using tools. It is awesome and incredible, but don't forget, you have that power within you. Pile number 2, thank you so much for joining me. Your reading was so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I will now go on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful heart stone. And this heart stone is representative of the soul connections you are looking into today. Your divine feminine predictive energies for this time that you're looking into are definitely about love and soul connections, because you chose this stone that's just screaming that to me. It's screaming that. So what we'll do is look into your overall theme for this pile number 3 that you felt drawn to. And what we have for this pile is the High Priestess of Air, the High Priestess of intellect, right? Of the swords, the High Priestess of the energy that has to do with being in your head. This is the overall energy that you came along for today. And with that, I also asked Spirit for what it is that you are just working overall, your overall energy that you represent. And what you're representing today is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about good luck coming in and things shifting and changing. And you have good luck on the way. Pile number 3, that's incredible. Then I asked Spirit for what it is, what energy it is, who it is you are embodying right now and you are working with. And that is she who resists. Adusa, fearless, justified, and resistant. So you are working with this beautiful energy. You are resisting something. And for some of you, this is a good thing. You need to be resisting something, holding something off, right? Others of you, you need to let that resistance go, because you need to let this new thing in, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune as your overall energy. Good things are coming into you. And if you look at this carefully, this reminds me of a heart, this shape here. And it's like the valves coming out of it, right? And there's so much blood going to your whole body, so much newness coming forth. And there's things that you may need to resist. Some of you know what that is, and others of you realize there's things you need to not resist. You need to let in and accept that change that's coming forward for you. Then I asked Spirit what it is that would be a wish or a prayer for you for now. And what came through is peace. You received peace as this wish and this prayer. And this is number 9, and it says, Bridge Goddess, in your sacred name, align with me, peace's flame. And this peace energy that you are welcoming in is something that with these changes and shifts that are coming, you are needing right now. You need to get into that peace zone. So that's beautiful that you have that coming through for you. Then the soul connection that I asked Spirit for is this. I need you. This is the message coming through to you from your soul connection, from that loved one that you have, right? We talked about that with this beautiful stone representing the heart and representing something that you love, right? And this connection is telling you, I need you. I need you right now, right? Like, it's not an accident that this came through for you, this message. I don't know if you can see that. It's so bright, forgive me, but it's there. I need you. It's what it says. And it's so beautiful to see that, right? We want to know that that's the situation, even though I promise you, your person's probably not telling you that they love you right now, that they need you, there's so many things they're probably dealing with and struggling with. But the truth is, they're letting you know through this message that they do need you. They're there. They need you. They may not be reaching out at the moment, but they will eventually. They will. And what we have is the butterfly coming through, a change for the better. Again, the Wheel of Fortune coming through with the butterfly message here. And then we have teardrops, great personal sorrow. And this is letting me know you've been dealing with energies that are already heavy on your heart, right? This connection, the soul connection, has been heavy for you. And I hear you. I understand. I am right there with you. They are heavy. They are not easy. And they do bring tears to our eyes. And what else do we have to go with this, right? We've got a chair filled. Someone new is entering your life with this connection, for this soul connection that you have with your loved one. You have someone coming in to help you. It's going to be like they're a spirit guide for you, right? Like they're an angel. It's so beautiful to have that. I feel like I have people around me that are so precious and that they help me walk through my journey as I go through my hard times and my hard situations with my loved ones. It's so beautiful to know that they're right there with you. So it looks like someone new is coming in for you to be there and supportive in this relationship. So be sure to be open with them and let them know about these things that are coming through for you in regards to your relationship and your beautiful soul connection. We also have the Tower, solid foundation, success with effort, coming through right here. So success is on its way, but it's going to take some effort, right? That's what this is saying. It's going to bring in some tears, right? That's going to be the situation. And the good thing is you're not going to be by yourself. You have some new people coming in to fill in that chair. And Spirit's reminding you that changes are for the better. They're for the better. That's what those changes are for. That's why you got that energy of the Wheel of Fortune, so that those energies come and change that. Then I asked Spirit for just a good closing overall, what it is that you're currently also carrying with you. And we have the Six of Wands, recognition. This is again reminding me of that beautiful butterfly card, that as those changes come in, you are going to be recognized, and also knowing that your soul connection is telling you that they need you. Again, that's the recognition. That's the victory, right? That's it. And of course, we've got the Ace of Cups to go with that. Look at that. You have the Ace of Cups with the victory. This tarot message is beautiful. Like, you are so on point. So remember that as you're walking through this journey, you definitely have Spirit on your side, Spirit's cheering for you, and Spirit's got you, and your love is coming in. This love is strong. Ace of Cups is full of the strong love that's just overpouring in this cup. I mean, look at it. It's just all around. Look at that love as it goes. All the emotions are swirling around. That energy is there. So do not fear. Sweet pile number 3, your love is coming, and as you go through it, you will have a new person, a new chair, or a few new people, right, coming into your life who will be there for you. So please open up to them. Thank you guys so much for being here. You take care, and I'll move on to pile number 4. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your read, and you chose the opalite stone. It's so beautiful. This opalite stone holds the beautiful energies of love and so much wisdom from Grandmother Luna. This always reminds me of the moon, the beautiful opalite stone. So with that, we will look into your overall theme for this reading. What is it that is your overall theme for pile number 4? Self-worth is your overall theme. What a beautiful overall theme. Wow. Absolutely. You are completely worthy. Do not forget, beautiful Earth Angel, you chose pile number 4 because God, the universe, Spirit, is reminding you that you are so loved. You are so loved. Like, you were made, and you were made to be here on Earth, Earth Angel. You were made to be here, and you were made to be love and to be loved. It is here for you. Love is not going to leave you away, right? And you have self-worth. You are so worthy because you are lovable. I asked Spirit for your overall energy, right, that you are embodying at this time, and we got the Hierophant. And I love this representation so much because the Hierophant here, you see the 2 keys crossing over. wisdom, right? And this energy that's within that wisdom. If I could just really relate that to you, oh my gosh, it's like the Hierophant, you are embodying this spiritual being right now. You are connected to your spirituality at the moment, and you are ready to share it and to receive it, because the Hierophant sits there in the traditional tarot. He sits there and he is giving the wisdom, right? But as the mentor, he is also the mentee. He is also learning. Every teacher learns from their students, right? And so this energy you are embodying, it has so much energy in that wisdom. I can't even tell you, I'm like so excited, because when you hold those keys as the Hierophant, when you hold into that like connection to spirit, that you are getting that energy from spirit to you, and you are able to give it out to others. That's the energy I'm talking about. And that's why I'm so excited about it, because it's like when you get the High Priestess and the Hierophant together, it's just incredible. Anyway, just had to share that with you, but it's like, that's what you're embodying right now. And it's awesome, pile number 4. Y'all have a lot of energy. I could just feel it. It's coming through to me. We know I'm high energy, right? But like I feel this energy that you are carrying with you, and it's really awesome. I'm so excited for you. Let's see what else you have coming through here. So I asked Spirit, what are you kind of like, who you are carrying right now, who you are with, right? Who you are working with. And this energy you're working with is she who nurtures. Colette, empathy, gentleness, and insight. This is so beautiful. Just look at her. She is radiating light, right? And that's what you are working with right now. That is who you are working with. She who nurtures. You are giving, right? As that Hierophant, you are giving. And you are so there to provide life to others, especially obviously within that spiritual realm. You are like giving people that energy, that life force that they need at this time. I love that so much. Pile number 4, that's incredible. Then I asked Spirit for what it is that you are, like a wish and a prayer. And that wish and prayer that's coming through for you, you got 2 cards. Everyone else got 1, but your pile number 4, you got 2 cards. I was like, wow, check it out. So you got grace and you got prosperity. So grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. And then prosperity. As this tree grows so strong and so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. And so this is reminding us here that this wish and this prayer that you have that's coming in for you is delivering grace to you, and patience and all that comes with grace, right? All this sweet tenderness, right? This nurturing energy is completely grace, right? Full of grace. And then prosperity is coming through for that. So these are energies that are coming to you as a prayer and a wish that Spirit is sending to you. So that's quite something there we have. I also asked Spirit about your soul connection. What is it that you need to hear from that loved one that you have, that soul connection that's constantly on your mind? And the message that came through is, it's you. It's always been you. That's what came through. So that is incredible. If you look carefully at this card, you can see these women are all dancing around, and they've got the moon there, and it's just this beautiful energy of recognizing, right? Like it's a recognition. That is a lovely, lovely soul connection to have. And then looking into that further, we have looking into the T with the T cards. We have the tent, temporary situation. The dragon, beware of self-destruction. The mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And we have fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So this is really interesting, because what is coming through for me here is we have the tent, and where something isn't permanent, right? It's like you have the freedom to choose whether or not you stay. It's beautiful earth angel, like pile number 4, you get to choose that. You get to choose whether or not this situation is going to be something where you really plant your foundations in, or it's just a temporary one. And you know what's best for you. You really do. You just need to go within and find those answers. But then we have dragon. Beware of self-destruction. So within considering this situation, make sure that you pay attention to what it is that you are working with. Like, is it something that's really destructive to you? It isn't of benefit. It isn't helping. Please, please consider, because Spirit's definitely coming through with a strong message that there's some situation that is just not, it's just not the strongest, right? It actually can be, self-delusion. I said self-destruction, but self-delusion, right? Beware of self-delusion. Make sure you pay attention to the situation and are keenly aware of what's going on around you, right? And then we have someone being stubborn with the mule and the fire, that emotions are getting strong. So it's like Spirit's letting you know, pay attention to what it is that you're dealing with in this situation, because there are strong emotions and that always clouds situations. So best suggestion I can give to you is take some time away. Go away, take yourself, get fresh air, fresh breath, fresh scenario, right? Put yourself in a fresh situation so that you could come back to it with some clarity, right, of thought. And don't be stubborn. Like, there's no reason to be stubborn. Let yourself be movable and changeable and flexible, right? I always talk about being fluid. Don't just be like flexible, be fluid. Be ready to go with the flow and be water. Accept and embrace that cup's energy, right? That element of water. And don't forget that as you are being nurturing with this beautiful nurturing energy, give that nurturing to you. Make sure that if there's any self-delusion that could be coming through, you first provide yourself that nurturing, and then you could give that to others. But be sure to give it to yourself first. Wrapping it up here, we've got the King of Cups and we have the Seven of Swords. And those energies coming through are, again, water energy, right? And a little bit of head energy. And so with this soul connection that we're talking about here, I'm getting the sense that you've got the Knight of Cups coming in with love, right? You've got that love, they have that love, that passion is strong, but somebody is definitely being a bit sneaky here. So you need to make sure you're not being self-delusional. Make sure that if you need to nurture yourself and find out, like I said, go take that time to be by yourself and apart, and take time to figure out those things that are in your situation that's not very permanent. Figure out what's going on, right? If you need to move on, or if you need to like talk, let's make that space to talk. And for there not to be sneaky stuff going on, right? Like, let the honesty come out, let the truth come out. Beautiful pile number 4, thank you so much for being here. You guys take care, and I will move on to pile number 5. Pile number 5, welcome to your beautiful reading. Here we have, you chose the amazing Desert Rose. And this desert rose just looks so incredibly like a flower, and therefore it gets its name, right? And it just has this very calming energy to it, right? And so that'll be something to keep in mind as we look into your reading. We're going to start off by looking into your overall theme for your reading today. And we got the Grove. And with this grove here, this theme, we have more of like the garden and the changes coming in through that, which is this fall season, right? With this equinox here, you have like a representation of fall. And this grove is a place you could go to that's peaceful, right? And that has these beautiful changes coming through the season. So that's your overall theme for this reading here. We'll keep that in mind. And then we have your overall energy, which is the Moon card. And the Moon card is all about your intuition. You getting plugged in and connected to that part of yourself. And I know I talk about it and you may laugh and be like, oh my gosh, here she goes again, but it's so true. It's like the more you get tapped into your gut and into your subconsciousness, the more wisdom and knowledge you are going to have to deal with situations you're currently dealing with and be there for others as they deal with theirs. You're going to have that strength and that knowledge just there at your fingertips. So be sure to go within. Use this energy that you have currently and don't let it go. It is your best friend, let me tell you. Along with your spirit guides, don't forget, and your guardian angels and your ancestors, okay? Then I asked Spirit who it is that you are working with. Like, what energy are you working with, right? And it is she who waits. Manara, patience, waiting, and determination. And if you look at her, she has this butterfly that's all lit up, right? And she's just there being patient, waiting. So this is something that is an energy you get to work with right now, right? Just remember that you are she who waits. Then I asked Spirit for what wish or what prayer would be helpful for you at this time. And what we have is strength, number 34. Strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, power. And that is what you have. Strength at this time. That is your wish and prayer coming in for you. And pile number 5. I asked Spirit for what it is that you need to hear from your soul connection. And what came through for your soul connection is this. I'm working on me right now. So your loved one or the person that you are thinking of and holding in your heart space, they are all about really working on themselves right now. That's pretty significant and really beautiful energy to know. This is incredible. I love that so much. I'm just so excited here. They're working on them right now. That is good. That is awesome. Like, didn't you need to hear that today? Like, leave a comment below. You know you needed to hear that today. That is a really beautiful energy. And then looking further into that, right? Looking into the T when it comes to this soul connection. We have finger. There is a warning of a problem either now or in the near future. We have wealth. Wow, this is an astral house card. So wealth it could have to do with spiritual wealth for some of you or physical abundance, right? Something's coming in your way, but there's also a warning with that. So pay close attention to where that's coming from. Then you have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So sometimes with wealth, there can be this feeling of like feeling tied down to something. That can happen, I promise. And then we've got cup. You should accept valid criticism, and that's beautiful. This is really good because you're definitely going to have a conversation with somebody related to the soul connection that has to do with you guys talking. Somebody's coming in to talk to you about this. And listen, because there is some type of warning coming through, and you'll definitely want to pay attention to that. And then we have elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end. That's awesome because you already know you have the strength. You have the strength with you at this time. And you know that you get to be patient and wait. So with this elephant energy and knowing that some type of wealth is coming in, some type of spiritual wealth or some type of abundance, right? Like, which this makes so much sense to me when it comes to spiritual, because you know that you are in that moon energy, right? You're getting connected to yourself. And so with this soul connection in particular, you've got this wealth coming through. So it's like there's good relationship coming in, and a good wealth of like information will come into you and just connectedness between the two of you. But it's like you're going to need to wait, because what's important is that they are working on themselves right now. That's what they're doing. And it's just going to require you to have that strength. That prayer and that wish is that strength, right? And that patience to be she who waits. And recognize you're going to get to talk to somebody. They're going to come in and they're going to have info for you. You might put up your defenses, but you know what? It's okay. You can let them down. This person has good info for you because their spirit's letting you know with this finger warning of a problem that they're coming in with some information that's going to be very helpful to you. So pay close attention to that. Don't let this like pass you by, right? I can tell you guys, like, from experience, I have not listened to readings before. I listened to it, right? And I thought, oh, that's not for me. They're talking about somebody else, right? That's not for me. But then, a few weeks, couple months later, I'm like, that was for me. And now I get to deal with it at a whole nother level. And it's okay, right? Because we get to learn through these experiences. you can't do wrong, right? Like you can't make a mistake. You can make a mistake, but those mistakes are all about lessons for us. And so I love just reminding you, right, as these messages are coming through, don't worry, but do pay attention. Recognize that a friend is coming in and that they're going to let you know of something you need to be concerned about, right? A warning of a problem, pay attention. It's not something to take lightly, like you're getting a heads up here. So don't forget. And then to really like see how all this wraps up and weighs up, right? I've got the Queen of Wands here, and she is so beautifully stellar sitting there, right? And she is there with her beautiful black cat, and she is embodying this really passionate, strong energy. And that's awesome because we have the Ace of Pentacles here right with that. I love this so much. This is incredible because this is wrapping up your reading right here with this strong, passionate energy. Like this soul connection y'all are working through is really intense and beautiful. It's like you guys are good stuff's coming your way, right? Like materially, spiritually, good stuff is coming through with this Ace of Wands and this Queen of Wands energy, right, that y'all have. But don't forget, they're working on themselves, and that's really beautiful right now and a really good thing to know. And as I said before, right, with the beautiful desert rose that you chose, with this peace and calm energy, right? Maybe you need to go find yourself one of these that you could carry around with you, and it's just be there as a representation and reminding yourself that you are being patient and you just need peace, right? And you've got that strength because that came through for you. Pile number 5. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. This was such a beautiful read. Thank you for letting me read. You guys have a beautiful day, and I will move on to pile number 6. Pile number 6, welcome to your pile. You chose the Angelite. And the Angelite is a beautiful reminder of the angels are here with us, and this is a great stone and crystal to keep with you while you meditate and you speak to your spirit guides and your angels. We are going to look into the overall energy of your reading, and here we go, because it just popped out. We have forbidden. Wow. So with this imagery here, I'll show you. We've got this beautiful gate, and it's like it's protected, right? Something is in this fortress. Something is in this beautiful, really highly guarded place. So with that in mind, we will look into your reading. So I asked Spirit what it is that, like this energy that you're embodying currently. And we got the High Priestess. I was like, yes, this energy is beautiful. The High Priestess is fully into her intuition, right? Like tapping in there, getting those taps, getting those feels. And I just want to remind you, being tapped into your intuition is going to be these lower chakras, right? Being connected to your lower chakras is where you feel, right? You're going to feel your intuition. I have had to learn this and I'm still working on it, right? But it's like those chakras is where you're going to feel this lower part of your body, right? You're going to get taps. It's going to be all over your body, right? But just that recognition is feeling, right? So pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to your skin feels, right? To your eyes, all the sensitivity. All of this, these hits could come to you, right? In so many different ways. So pay attention to your body really at this time with this beautiful High Priestess card and energy coming through. We also have, I asked Spirit, like who it is that you're working with. And that energy is she who rises up, Pearl. Empower, uplift, and elevate. And of course, with the High Priestess energy coming through, you are here with this beautiful elevation, right? You are bringing awareness to others, right, of their situations and what's going on around them. And you get to know and see what's going on around you. Then I asked Spirit what it is that is like a prayer and a wish for you at this time. And what came through is creativity. I thought that was so beautiful. Number 33, by all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. So this is the energy that you have right now. It's creativity, this wish and prayer for you. I love it, pile number 6. This is so beautiful. This is so awesome because you've got all these good, strong energies coming through that can all be so impactful at this time, right? I asked Spirit for and I'm going to go back to, right, like your overall theme you have here, right? You've got this forbidden energy, and with the High Priestess coming out with that, it's like you have this fortress and this protection around you, right? And as you are getting these taps and as you are getting these downloads and this intuition, right, and connecting more within yourself and your divinity, you are like, you have this protection, you have this like this wall up and around you. So that's really quite something. But so that's coming through here. I'm just like, wow. But then back to your soul connection, right? Like what it is that you needed to hear from this person that's on your mind constantly, right? What we have is, you are my sun, my moon, and all my stars. This is a message from your soul connection right now. That is really, really beautiful. And so let's further look into this with the T cards, right? Like what's the T on this connection here? And we have lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. So for some of you, you're dealing with some anger issues, right? For others of you, you're dealing with a lot of passionate energy right now. And it's like Spirit's telling you to like bring that in, rein it in, right? Like control yourself, like feel it, just recognize that this is a thing that you're currently dealing with. You're frustrated and it's okay. Like let's get past that and let's calm down. And if you are dealing with anger, like take yourself outside on a walk, right? Get yourself to clear your mind. Take yourself outside in nature. Take yourself to take a bath, right? Whatever it is that will take you away from the situation so you can think more clearly on it, right? And you can bring yourself calm, right? Hey, that may be to take a walk, that may be to go rollerblade, go exercise, right? Do something that gets you physically out and about, right? And then you have leg, stepping into a new experience. This is interesting. And we have dark woman, dealings or relations with a woman with dark hair or complexion. So that's interesting. We may have a third party situation for some of you for sure that is coming through. And for others of you, there is somebody that you're going to be dealing with who will have like a darker complexion or darker hair, right? That's going to be coming in with something here. And we've got the crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise, right? I hate to say this, but I have to share what I hear, right? And so for some of you, you might need to recognize through this soul connection with a third party, there could be news of children coming through, and you just have to recognize if that's something you want to work with, or if it's just something that Spirit wanted, like it's supposed to happen, right? It's in the mix. Spirit knows this is in the mix, right? For some of you, there is already a third party situation you do know about, and there is a child related to this, right? Some of you already know this situation and you're well aware of it. And it's bringing some passionate feelings to the surface, right? And you're frustrated. But there really is a new experience coming. For others of you, there is truly something coming in for you, right? Like you really do need to pay attention. Either you may be really fertile at this time, or you may be dealing with some other things that have to do with like business and enterprise, right? But recognize you may be dealing with this dark-haired woman, and it may be in business for some of you. For others of you, like I said, it's totally a third-party situation you're having to pay attention to, right? But some of you are stepping into a new experience with work, with business, right? In relationships, and that's really great. And I'm also getting the information that's like some of you are dealing with a really passionate woman, and she may be your significant other, right? So be careful that you are also in control of like how you're dealing with them and their passions, right? And their emotions. So yeah, very, very interesting messages that came through there. And then for an overall energy, right, of this, we've got to like kind of bring it all together. We have the Knight of Wands and we have the Moon. So the Moon coming through with the High Priestess at this time is really, really powerful. Because the Moon is all about tapping again into your intuition, right? And here in the Rider-Waite Tarot, you've got the two, like the devil and the angel, the two dogs. It's like you would never think of a dog as a devil or angel, right? We always see them as angels, but you've got the two of them. One is like on one shoulder, one's on the other. And then we've got this lobster coming up from the deep, right? To bring that knowledge and for you to bring that understanding with the moon. And so you've got the high priestess, you're tapping into that intuition. And again, you're bringing things from deep up to the forefront. Again, the lobster also reminds me of Scorpio, right? My life's mission, my midheaven, your midheaven is your life's mission, and mine is Scorpio. So it's like I bring stuff up from the dark and the deeps and the depths of the ocean, right up into the light, and I love that. And that's what this card is strongly reminding me here. You are bringing some things to the light for sure. And you've got this really passionate, adventurous, the Knight of Wands coming through. So with these two coming in together, especially with the High Priestess, this is incredible. It's definitely like you're dealing with a lot of passion and you're bringing things up to the light. So pay attention with those T cards that came through. It's like you're dealing with all sorts of situations coming around you that you need to pay attention to. And you need to pull some moonlight to bring that light out to it. So you guys, that's awesome. Pile number 6, thank you so much for being here. You guys take care and we will see you later. You guys, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And to those of you who have, thank you so much for doing so. Don't forget to hit that notification, the bell that says all, so you don't miss out on any of the videos coming through from Expansion for Love. Also, you guys, please consider leaving us a comment down below. It's so much fun to hear from you. Don't forget that we have an Instagram. And if you want to send us a message, be sure to email us at expansionforlove. It's down below the link. You'll find the email there and everything else. Thank you guys so much. You take care and we will see you later. Bye.